What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to your stimulus package update and daily news report for Tuesday, February 22nd. So we got a lot of stuff that we need to get to in today's video. We're going to address how there's fake news of President Biden signing stimulus checks. I want to talk about how more checks are coming, but they're coming because it's a guaranteed income program. Also want to talk about how world leaders are worried that a war could potentially be coming very soon. Give you some daily news and also address where Democrats stand with the additional stimulus moving forward. So, if you have any questions on any of this stuff, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But let's get right down to it. Now, while many Democrats argue that the reason they aren't able to get really anything passed at this time is because others are asking for too much. They're asking for Medicare for all as opposed to just expanding the program. They're asking for large increases to certain social spending programs as opposed to just fixing the programs that are currently there. Some are saying that the American people do not support the progressive agenda. And let me ask you, do you support the progressive agenda? You can simply say yes or no down in the comment section below. But many Democrats say that the American people want stability over stimulus. And I'm just curious, is this what you want? Now, I first want to address a video that I saw on Facebook this weekend, then we'll get right back into it. But this weekend, I noticed a video that was being shown all over Facebook. It showed President Biden that he was signing a paper. They were saying that he was signing stimulus checks. I can tell you right now, President Biden does not actually sign all the stimulus checks. That's not the way this works. He doesn't have that kind of time. But this was actually an executive order that he was signing. This was from an old video. He was not signing stimulus checks to the American people. This was a fake. President Biden doesn't even have a bill to sign that includes stimulus checks. There is nothing that Congress has passed that he could even sign right now. So he isn't able to do an executive order on this. So as of right now, this is false. This isn't happening. There is no stimulus check coming. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, as of right now, just understand that really nobody's pushing stimulus checks. And I've seen other videos on YouTube and on TikTok and social media sites where they're showing articles and interviews and stuff from lawmakers. One they keep on pushing is, Vice President Kamala Harris. She once supported $2,000 stimulus checks for the entire pandemic, and then I believe it was $2,000 or $1,000 checks for 3 months after. This is from 2020. We're in 2022, so that's old news. Just understand, at this time, lawmakers aren't pushing for stimulus checks, but they are asking for more stimulus. Now, here's what I can tell you. They're asking for stimulus through the child tax credit payments, canceling student debt, paid family sick leave, and again, Medicare for all. These are the only forms of stimulus that are currently being discussed. Now, yesterday, Senator Elizabeth Warren, she stated on Twitter that more than 9 million student loan borrowers are over the age of 50. She is saying that they hold about 20% of the federal student debt, and she asked President Biden to bring millions of Americans financial stability and cancel student debt. Now, she's been saying this for quite some time. But here's the change. Here's the big change. What we're seeing now is we're not targeting everybody. Right now, lawmakers seem to be targeting those that are a little bit older, 50 years of age and older. But she isn't the only one. Okay? There's actually a new pilot program for guaranteed income. It's out of West Hollywood. Now, this pilot program opens up on February 25th. I believe it goes until March 6th, I believe. I could be wrong there. Don't quote me on that. But it's only open for, I think, 2 weeks. The first payment is going to go out on April 15th. And in order to be eligible for these payments, you must live in West Hollywood and be over the age of 50. Now, these payments will be for $1,000 a month. They will go out for 17 total months. They will go to 25 people. I know it's very small. These people will be randomly selected. It is very small, but here's the key. That what we are seeing is now the states are targeting those that are a little bit older, that could be on a fixed income. That's the issue now. And I said this probably over the past few weeks, even maybe the last couple months, that what we're going to see is a shift. Because what lawmakers are trying to do, mainly Democrats are trying to do, is they're trying to figure out who is going to get us back into control the House and the Senate. Because right now, many expect Republicans will easily win back the House and the Senate in the upcoming midterm elections. And if that's the case, Democrats are going to do all that they can to try to fix this. Now, one thing I can tell you is, again, the shift is happening. We're seeing Democrats they were going after families, children. Well, that is highly unlikely to happen and get extended. So they make a shift. Okay, we can't go after families, can't go after children. Who else could we go after that would actually benefit us? We'd help out the American people, but by helping them out, we would actually be seen as the savior. Well, that is the elderly, people on Social Security, people on fixed incomes. That's what we're seeing. There's also more guaranteed income programs out there. Just in Philadelphia, they're actually planning 2 new guaranteed income programs very soon. One's actually going to target people who have received TANF. And the goal here is to guide people towards self-sufficiency. The other program will actually target people on public housing lists. And the goal here is the same, self-sufficiency. That's the key. They want to get people out of these government programs, long-term government programs, and provide just a short taste of what a little more income could do. This is what the purpose behind these guaranteed income programs is. And these pilots is to see what introducing additional money into certain communities is going to do. Not only for the community, but for the people as well. And in St. Paul, Minnesota, the mayor actually launched another guaranteed income pilot program that would actually send $500 payments to 300 families for a total of 2 years. Now, or actually I wouldn't even say this is a pilot program because they have already done this. They did this with 150 families. They received $500 a month, and I believe it went out for 18 months. But, so this is a bigger program. It's going to double the amount of families. It's going to be the same payment, and all they're trying to do is extend this to reach more people. So that's pretty big news there. Now, here's what I can tell you. I understand that maybe you don't live in some of these areas. Maybe you're not going to be impacted by these guaranteed income programs. But more and more cities are passing these because the federal government isn't going to bail us out. We're not going to get much from them again. But states still have billions of dollars sitting there waiting to be used. And this is what's going to happen. And I told you this before. We're going to see stimulus checks. We're going to see maybe more for affordable housing. We're going to see nutrition assistance. We're going to see money go to maybe elderly, maybe children. We've seen a lot of that lately. And we're going to see guaranteed income programs pop up. So just expect that. All right? Now, last thing I want to do is I want to talk about Russia and Ukraine. I addressed this over the past few days that there's a lot of stuff happening. Now, yesterday, President Biden actually signed an executive order prohibiting American businesses prohibiting American business with Ukraine's breakaway regions since Putin recognized those areas. We also know that this morning, the UK announced the first wave of sanctions, and this is going to actually target banks and wealthier individuals. Germany decided to halt the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. This is the one that flows from Russia straight to Germany. And currently, world leaders are watching this very closely and are expected to take decisive action. Now, I wish I could give you more updates on what is really going on. There's so much stuff being discussed. We are still waiting to see if this is going to be a true invasion or not. Many expect it will, and some world leaders are expecting this will be the next war, most likely World War III. So, as always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on, share all latest news and updates. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.